What's up, all you beautiful people? Your boy, the Vuvuzela, is in the building. It is more Vuvuzela Victory Challenge action, episode 79, I believe. I could be wrong, could be 78. I'm not 100% sure. I've lost a bit of track because I feel like I've lost the plot a little bit, especially after today's episode. You guys will see what I'm talking about in a minute or two. But first of all, just want to say a huge thank you to everybody that's watched all 77/78, 79 episodes on the Vuvuzela Victory Challenge. I really appreciate all the support and love, and keep it coming, keep it coming with the subscriptions, the likes, the comments, everything about it. I really, really do appreciate every single one of you guys. We've got some cup action with Porto and some international football with England. And you know what? I've got my Cody Rhodes shirt on. Let me just move that mic quick so you can see it. Cody Rhodes action. I need to complete my story before WrestleMania season, of course, because that's when FM25 comes out. So we've got about a month and a half about to try and finish this damn story. Hopefully we can do it. Without further ado, let's run that intro. Beautiful people, it's a new day. Yes, it is. We've got some cup action for you guys, and we've got some European action for you, not in the Champions League this time. We're going to England. That's right, we've got the England job coming up, a match against France on the 30th of September, which does unfortunately mean we are not going to see the Arsenal and Besiktas game, but we've got other Champions League football to go through. We've got a couple of games to go through, but I just want to give you guys a little bit more variety in that sense. With that being said, we got the Benfica game right now, and just a quick recap in terms of transfers. We have a few transfers, well, I say a few, only one for now, but going out, we have a few more in terms of out. In fact, I think you've seen all of these. The only one is the Elias Peters, because we've signed Elias Peters for 13.25. He's gone back on loan to Genk. A very, very good 19-year-old striker, was available at a good price. Only concern is he can't header a ball. He's a very short striker, but as a pressing forward, he is absolutely phenomenally good as a pressing forward. I mean, other than his passing, this man is going to be what we're looking for in terms of a pressing forward. We do have other transfers confirmed as well, all coming in January, all under the age of 19. We'll start off with the defender. Sebastian Morales, a right back, centre back, will play as a centre back, 17 years old. I rate this kid a lot. I think he could be one for the future. And then one very, very young stuff. For some reason, whenever I try and update his face pack, it doesn't come out. So I'm hoping with the next batch in March, it comes out. So by then, we should have a proper face. But as a left back, this guy looks like he's already first team quality for a lower division team at the moment. I mean, he is not bad at all. He could be something of amazing. And obviously, throughout the saves in the universe, as we get further and further and deeper into the years, left wing backs are so difficult to find, and to find someone like him is absolutely amazing. Then my next one, which I'm very excited about, we've seen the fourth one, this one, the Leonardo Montorilli, Brazilian attacking midfielder. We're going to use him as a right winger, inside forward. He looks like he could be absolutely devastating if he just trains a little bit more. The AI face that he's got makes him look a bit like a goat. We're calling him the GOAT, hopefully a future GOAT. And then in talking about future transfers, another striker coming in, Mohamed Suhail of Saudi Arabia. He actually looks like he could be a fantastic little striker. He's gone back on loan to Al Ihali. He's actually joining us on the 1st of January, and then I think he's going back on loan there. I think that's how it's going to work. We still have 111 million to spend. a transfer kitty of 641. Financially, we're doing okay. We have lost a little bit of money, but that is from the sale, the buying of Peters and all those youngsters. Not too worried about the finances just yet. We've made quite a bit of money off it. We just need to make sure we go deep into the Champions League. In terms of results, you had a quick look on them. We are undefeated in the league, conceded only 3 goals in the last 6 games. Of course, we saw the first 2 games. We then went on to beat Maritimo 3-0. Dan Dazan, Mash, and Skoutelis all getting onto the score sheet. Boa Vista was next with a 5-1 drumming. Julio Cesar picking up 2 goals. Danzan yet again, Mash, and Almeida. And our most recent match beating Nacional Diamera. Rotated squad because I wanted to keep them fresh for the Super Taka Candanino de Oliveira Vodafone Trophy. Amir, Lisboa, and Vanamir all picking up goals. It is noted that Shadid Raza missed a penalty as well. Trying to get him on form. I'm trying to get him on form. In terms of today, this is the team that's going to line up. This is the team that's going to start. We're going with Diaz in goals, Vanamir on the left, Julio Cesar and Ruta in the center, with Duarte on the right. Carlos Nunez is still currently injured, so probably won't feature for a few more games. And Duarte has actually played quite well on that right-hand flank, a 7 rating. Hasn't assisted yet this season, but we're hoping maybe can chip in with this assist or 2. In the midfield, Kate is going to continue as the deep-lying playmaker with Bruno Costa as the volante. Moya still currently injured, so he is still out. I have been trying Bueno Vaz in that position. You can see we're training him to be a DM as well. He's got a lot of good qualities to be a DM, so I feel like that might be his best play going forward, to become a defensive midfielder. His experiment on the right wasn't really working out. Then speaking of the right, Almeida, Mash, Skoutelis, and Dazan all got to be up front. This tends to be the best sort of front 4 that I have. I have in recent games switched these guys to support and then put the pressing forward on attack when I feel like we're not engaging in the game a little bit. But to start this game off, I'm going to keep it to attack on the wings and then have the pressing forward drop a bit deeper. So when you have the pressing forward on attack, it kind of tends to stay maybe to the edge of that box. Whereas as support, they will drop deeper into this sort of area. I've also been toying with the idea of having a roaming playmaker instead of a deep-lying playmaker, just to try and get bodies a bit more forward. I feel like that might be an option once the goals dry out if we stop scoring. But for now, this is the team taking on Benfica. It's a big, big game. Let's go to the match. And we start the game off with a highlight 1 minute in, and they've given the ball away with Danzan looking for Mash. Rondeu wins it back from Nguni up front. The South African has just recently broken back into the Benfica squad. Had a look at him. He's played 1 game, scored 1 goal. He's on good form. Almeida looking for Dazan, and Frederico Dazan is offside. I saw the flag rise there. I did see that. It's not going to count. Don't even need VAR. I saw the flag. The linesmen in these games are absolutely pinpoint accurate. Look at this. He was quite offside, actually. I thought he was actually trying to pass to Skoutelis, and I think Dazan just kind of intercepted. I think if he had left it to run for Skoutelis, I think it would have been a goal. Hugo Felix, though, no, for Benfica. Comes in front. Jean-Marc Rendeu. I think he was offside, though, as well. He might have been just onside with that header. Yeah. I wonder why it turns around the camera for these cup games. Yeah, he actually moved into that position. That is a good goal from Benfica. A very good reply from their conceding of the offside goal, I should say. Yeah, he was quite onside. Here comes Benfica yet again. Mash trying to break out the header. Aikida wins it back for them deep in their half, moving it forward. Rondeu, their goal scorer. EU moving it forward to De Witte. That's to Schandrup. That should be offsides, right? That has to be offside. Because if it's not, then I've got big questions on my team. It is not offside. Oh my goodness. They were just carved open there from De Witte and Schandrup. Oh, he was onside. They were just easily opened up there with not even any like respect for that defense. Look at this. I mean, Vandermeer was playing him on side. Long throw time. Vandermeer goes all the way into the keeper. They can't play it or hit it in. Vandermeer going for a second opportunity with the long throw. And he heads it over the top of the bar. Benfica with the goal kick gives the ball away to De Ruta. De Zan plays down to Almeida, cuts inside. Rondeu back there again. He's been everywhere in this game. And now Benfica have a counter-attack with Schandrop. They've got Nguni in the box. He gives it away to Almeida. Almeida trying to pass Antonio. Give him a bit of a nutmeg there, but it wasn't good enough. Rondeu yet again. Akeda. Schandrop is through on goal, and this time he hits the bar. And we have a sigh of relief. Only for the time being, though, because it is a corner now for Benfica. Back into the box. Rondeu tried to hit her in. It went right over the top there. We have been absolutely poor this half. And demand more from the players just towards the end of the half, because we have been absolutely shocking in our attempts to get some goals. A long goal kick yet again. Dazan looking for the ball. Return ball. Couldn't get to it. Altair goes short and gets away with it. Antonio, though, loses out to Almeida. Both on yellow cards. Both need to just keep an eye on each other. Kate all the way back to Diaz. Plays across to Duarte. Almeida. Back to Ruta. Kate. De Costa. Bruno Costa, rather. Almeida this time into the box. Tries to cut inside. Bobbles around in the box. And that is it. We do have another long throw attempt, though. Duarte trying to find Skoutelis with the header on. Altair easily carries that away and then goes for the long kick. Looking for Nguni. He's through on goal. Bruno Costa tried to clear it. Oh, that was close. That was too close for my liking. David maybe should have hit the target there. Open goals. Came at him quickly. We have been absolutely shocking this half. Going to shout at the team to do better. In terms of, I mean, there's not much I can do right now. I'm going to let them go for a few minutes. I think they can come into the game. We might switch to that attacking formation rather and have two inside forwards on support in the middle. Looking for Costa. Beautiful ball to Dazan. His first touch was poor, but we do have a second opportunity at this. Here comes Almeida. Looking for Bruno Costa. Back to Almeida. And they will clear the ball with Nguni going through. We've won the ball back with Mash now. Looking for Kate. This is Skoutelis. Skoutelis puts one in. I think that's going to count this time. I think that is a goal. Come on. How offside? I mean, he was quite offside. I mean, guys, come on. Like, well, I was going to do some swaps, but there is a throw in now with Vandermeer going to Mash. Kate looking for Dezan, who loses out to Rondeu, who's been absolutely brutal with us today. And now we've given the ball away in a dangerous position with David coming through. Looks for Schandrop, hits the crossbar. We get lucky. I'm making those swaps. We've been absolutely... Almeida has been absolutely shocking on that right-hand side. Dezan has been terrible as well. We're going to go to Lisboa up front. In fact, I'm going to swap those two around. Elsewhere, Costa's been poor. We could bring on Amir in there. Julio Cesar's also been very... And Ruta and Duarte. We've all just been so poor. I don't really have another right back. I can play Escobar at right back. We have been sort of training him to play it. You can see he's actually become accomplished as a right back. You know what? Let's do it. Duarte has been so poor. Let's bring on some fresh legs everywhere. Hopefully we can steal one from Benfica. I kind of want to win this trophy. I want to win as many trophies as possible, obviously, but even though it is just like a community shield type of thing, I still feel like we need to win. We need to keep momentum, and obviously we're not going to do it like that when they score a goal like that. That was just a really good finish. Like, I can't even argue to say that they got lucky with that. It was a good turn there from Korkru and a good solid finish from Benfica. I think for the first time in a long time, Benfica have gotten the better of us. We have just been absolutely shockingly poor. Maybe the rotation of the squad in the previous game wasn't smart enough. Like, maybe I should have done better. I'm not sure. I just think we've just collapsed badly in this game. Das Neves, the substitutes connecting. Pedro Lisboa and Das Neves connecting nicely. We've pulled one back, but might be a little too late, I think. A good little pass there from Lisboa to pick up Das Neves. And a good finish, got to be said. Good finish. Did a lot more than Almeida's done in 60 minutes. So we'll give Das Neves where his flowers are due there, because that was a beautiful little connection between the two substitutes. In fact, it started with Amar passing to Lisboa. So all three substitutes out of the four that we did have connected there. Going to bring on some more subs. Mash looking very tired out there. Tariq Darmani can come on over there. And I think that is our fifth sub as well. I was going to take off Van der Meer, but then I realized I've already brought on Escobar, so I can't take off Van der Meer anyway. But I don't think that's going to be enough. I think we are going to be considered the runners-up of the Supertarca Portugal de Oliveira. Candido de Oliveira, not Portugal. But yeah, that is it. We're not going to watch Benfica lift the trophy. I don't want to see them lift the trophy. That is just sad. Absolutely sad. Okay, guys, we're coming back for that England game. It's going to be a while. For me, it'll be just like this for you. Well, guys, we're back for some international football, taking on France as the manager of England. And yeah, before we get to the England squad and everything that I've decided, let's have a quick look at the Porto results that followed from that loss to Benfica. We beat Gil Vicente 4-1 in the league, Estero Pereira 3-0, and Santa Clara 4-2. We did beat Besiktas 4-1 in the Champions League. Unfortunately, we did lose to Arsenal 1-0 in the Champions League. And our most recent result, we beat Firenze 1-0 in the League Cup third phase Group A. That we, of course, the League Cup we don't really care about in the group stages. In terms of England, though, we are taking on France in the United Nations. It is the first matches in the United Nations. We have Czechia and Switzerland in our group. We take on France and Czechia in these two games. I'm only going to show the France game. You can have a look at the team that is going to start. We're going to have Gittens in goal. I've decided to go with him. He plays currently for Crystal Palace. 7 played, 6 conceded in the league. And you know what? If Diaz ever goes, I think he might just be the perfect replacement for Diaz as well, by the way. On the right-hand side, we're going to go with Rico Lewis. Of course, we looked at trying to sign him in the summer. Very good player. Hasn't played a lot of football in the league the season. Only 2 games. It is still very early in the season, though. But he is someone just to keep an eye out on. And in terms of backup, Livramento is probably the natural replacement for him. He's played a little bit more games in the Premier League. Probably should be starting. But I kind of want to go with a little bit more of quality and familiarity in the England squad. He's had 14 caps. Livramento sitting on 3 caps. That's pretty much the reason why I've decided to go with him. In the left flank, we're going to go with tried and tested Levi Colwell. He is the new captain of England as well. Fantastic little left back. We do have Larkin as the backup. Of course, we remember Larkin. Tried to sign him in the summer from Brighton. He wanted a lot of money to come through to us, almost 110,000 for an 18-year-old. In the centre-back pairing on the right-hand side, we're going to go with Ryan Pardew. Plays for Wolves, decent little centre-back, and he's going to be partnered alongside Wade Beadling. Plays at Real Madrid. Hasn't played a lot of games for Real Madrid, only 1 game, but, I mean, he is just, you look at his stats on paper, he is just an absolutely crazy centre-back. So he will come in there. Of course, we do have Hawkins on the bench, who I think is more than capable to come in as a sub. 17 caps for England already, 2 goals. Has played a couple of games for West Ham. And Gedling playing currently at Bournemouth. Also, not a lot of games. There wasn't a lot of options when it comes to the defense in the England team. The midfield situation is a lot better for us. We're going to go with at the Volante as Fitzgerald. I think he is an absolutely crazy Secunde Volante. If you just look at him, his stats for that is just pretty damn good. Could also be a good deep lying playmaker. But Archie Gray, who we once tried to sign, I think in my first season with Porto, Archie Gray is just phenomenal. Crazy good deep lying playmaker. There's no way I could have chosen anyone ahead of him. As their backups, the Volante backup will be Adam Wharton, playing for Newcastle. 42 caps, a good veteran, 30 years old, ever reliable. And Adam Miles, 26-year-old, plays for Wolves, a decent little deep-lying playmaker in the making. And then up front, we're going to go with a bit of experience in the likes of Harvey Elliott, currently still playing for Liverpool. Fantastic right winger, inside forward, whatever you want to put him as, he is that good. And on the left-hand side, we're going to go with Frood, the 26-year-old playing for Burnley. He will get his debut in England colours. He has played quite well for Burnley, yet to score a goal, though, for Burnley this season. But he came in through the Championship, and he's having a good start to the Premier League. So going to give him a go. We do have the likes of Shea Lacey on the right-hand side. He has declared for England, not going to go with Ireland. And decent replacement for Harvey Elliott if we need him. And then on the other side, Jonathan Rowe for Aston Villa, the 31-year-old veteran, has probably played a little bit better than the Burnley guy, but I want to give him the debut. I want to give him the opportunity to shine. Up front, we're going to go with the man we tried to sign, Josh Phillips from Liverpool, from Manchester United, though. 100 million is what they wanted for him. You can see his evaluation has gone up a lot. Has 2 caps and 3 goals for England, so definitely a no-brainer for start. Amari Lehman, of course, he was the devastator of us last season at Real Madrid. He is currently wanted by Real Madrid. He was listed as listed, but I see that's been removed now. But he is just a very, very good striker. Hasn't played many games for Real Madrid. And in terms of backup price, we've got James Price here from Wolves. Fantastic little striker. 3 caps, 1 goal for England. And then a little bit of a punt, in my opinion, Sam Hunt. He has played 13 games for England. He's yet to play many games for Barcelona, though. So I'm not sure how he's got in those 13 caps. Had a good run at Luton. And I mean, that is the last time he actually played well. But he is a bit of a punt. He is the best of the bunch. And then just the last man we haven't mentioned is Cox, the backup goalkeeper. Probably not going to get a sniff in the team. And then Trafford is, of course, Spurs' goalkeeper, who we know Trafford in real life is a decent goalkeeper. I wouldn't say he's the best goalkeeper in the world, but we really are lacking in the goalkeeper department. We are playing the same tactic that we play with Porto. It's a tried and tested tactic. We're going to give it a go. The only thing I was going to change is put this as two advanced forwards. Phillips can't play as a pressing forward. He's just not the type of player that can really press hard, especially with the lack of concentration and teamwork. We're just going to go 2 advanced forwards, punt them up like that. 2 attacking midfielders on attack. We're just going to go full on attack for this France team. They should actually be on the support. We'll put them on support. I think that's a more wise decision than anything else. Right, let's go to the game. Right, it's almost 20 minutes into the game, and we've got our first highlight, and I think Harvey Elliott just got sent off. Yeah. That's not good. That's not good at all. I guess we'll have to do that. Let's play with 1 striker, put Killerman on the right. Can play there, so suppose that's the best thing that we've got going for us. Not the best of start from Harvey Elliott. Supposed to be a veteran coming into this. You're supposed to be the one with the cool head and keeping things calm. That obviously hasn't worked after Dorovic probably said some words to him. I don't know what he said to him, but obviously not enough to get him angry like that. But the rest of the half has been pretty quiet, considering that we are 10 men for most of the first half and going to be of the second half. I'm actually quite happy with the squad at the moment. Right, we start the second half on the back foot with France having the free kick. McGinn and Castello Jr. passing around at the back. This is Dia finding Ben Segur, and a good save from Gittins. helps us keep the scoreline at 0-0. I feel at this point it's pretty much of trying to salvage whatever we can salvage. A bit of a shenanigans corner there from France doesn't pay off in the end. I feel like a draw would probably be the best result under the circumstances. We are going to bring on some swaps. Killiman is obviously not playing well on that right-hand side. Not a natural right winger. That does mean the likes of Shea Lacey can get his debut as well. In terms of other players, Fitzgerald, who is also currently on his debut, not playing the best of football. We're going to bring on the tried and tested Wharton. Wharton, very, very good centre mid. And then we're also going to go with... I was thinking of taking off Frode for Rao as well. Let's do that as well. Both our debutants not playing great. I think Beedling was also... No, it wasn't Beedling. Was it Pardew? No, he's had 3 cap. There's another debutant somewhere here. I think it could be on the bench, though. I think it was Hawkins. No, not Hawkins. I do remember saying that there was going to be another debutant. Here we go. It is Gedling. Probably not going to come on just yet. Archie Gray is looking a little bit tired. We do have the likes of Adam Miles who can come in there. Also, a little bit more of a veteran in terms of that. But that is the subs I'm going to do for now. I'm not going to do anything else. All right, we start the second half on the back foot with France having the free kick. McGinn and Castello Jr. passing around at the back. This is Dia finding Ben Segur. And a good save from Gittins helps us keep the scoreline at 0-0. I feel at this point it's pretty much of trying to salvage whatever we can salvage. A bit of a shenanigans corner there from France doesn't pay off in the end. I feel like a draw would probably be the best result under the circumstances. We are going to bring on some swaps. Killiman is obviously not playing well on that right-hand side. Not a natural right winger. That does mean the likes of Shea Lacey can get his debut as well. In terms of other players, Fitzgerald, who is also currently on his debut, not playing the best of football. We're going to bring on the tried and tested Wharton. Wharton, very, very good centre mid. And then we're also going to go with... I was thinking of taking off Frode for Rao as well. Let's do that as well. Both our debutants not playing great. I think Beedling was also... No, it wasn't Beedling. Was it Pardew? No, he's had 3 cap. There's another debutant somewhere here. I think it could be on the bench, though. I think it was Hawkins. No, not Hawkins. I do remember saying that there was going to be another debutant. Here we go. It is Gedling. Probably not going to come on just yet. Archie Gray is looking a little bit tired. We do have the likes of Adam Miles who can come in there. Also, a little bit more of a veteran in terms of that. But that is the subs I'm going to do for now. I'm not going to do anything else. Right, folks. With 15 minutes left to go, I'm going to just try and do something here. We are going to go a little bit more attacking in terms of just pushing forward a little bit. Archie Gray is looking super tired. I am going to bring on Miles there, and what I'm going to do is just move Miles a little bit ahead and become sort of a Mazzala on attack, just to try and push forward a little bit more. We need to try and break this French team down. They are defending like their lives depend on it. Elsewhere, we're going to bring on Larkin, a little bit more attacking in the final third. We're going to bring him on attack. Rico Lewis can also push forward and then just try and overload the team a little bit up front. We do play a more narrow game than anything else. And with that being said, because they are playing with a flat back 3, I'm going to go try and fairly wide and then look for the overlaps. Take off that focus through the middle. Just to try something and try and break this French midfield. They have just been absolutely dominating. The likes of Camavinga, Zaire Emery, Sadiba, Lukeba, and Mugen have been quite dominating us in terms of just possession. So hopefully with this change in sort of formation, it helps us break them up a little bit. With that being said, 15 minutes in, France have a corner. And it is going to be Ben Segur going for the corner to the near post. Clement Mugen gets it into the back of the net. Unfortunately, that is a goal for them. And it was... I mean, to concede to a set piece after 80-odd minutes And the fact that we had a player sent off is not a bad showing for this England team at all. Ideally, I wanted to get off to a winning start as the England manager. Bit concerning, though, with Harvey Elliott being sent off. But other than that, a good start to the England regime, of course. Yeah, Harvey Elliott sending off was the turning point in that. With that being said, ladies and gents, in terms of when we're coming back, in terms for the England stages, I was thinking maybe we come back in November for them. Come play that Switzerland game. If we have any Porto games in November that are looking good. Do we have any Porto games in November that are looking good? I mean, we've got the Young Boys and Villarreal. We also got Feyenoord a couple of weeks later. Maybe that's something. I might come back a little bit earlier and play some games and then have that in a future episode, or we'll play it by ear. We'll play it by ear. We'll see you guys then, though. Well, folks, not the best two results. In between, though, for Porto, some decent results coming into the French game, but not great for the episode. Just see me being depressed and sad and angry and just trying, everything I could possibly think of to just try and change things up a little bit. For you guys, though, please hit the subscribe button and get notified so you can stay up to date with Vuvuzela Victory Challenge. There's a new video every single day of the week. 2:30 is South African time is when it comes out. So I hope you guys enjoy it. For me, though, your boy, the Vuzlap. Till next time, peace and chicken grease.